Hello, hello, hello. Okay, okay. Okay, so now I think we're capturing. So now I think we're capturing. Let's see how long it takes before the ship shows up on the stream. Huh? Okay, so let's see. Trying to get my master branch to work. It works. So on the master branch it said some problem with. Okay. What's different than difference? Hmm. Git checkout. Now let's load this. Git tags. Don't I have installed? No, I don't have installed. I'm not using. I'm going to use VSL. That's what I need. Okay, okay. So git branch, git tag. Okay. Git tag. All. Tag. List. There was tags on shortcuts on the tags. Apparently not. No. Git. Let's run prettier here. Run prettier check. Because it failed on Travis. Okay. So if I fix it, it's not a big problem with fails. I mean, only some styling issues anyway. Let's see what it did. What it did modify. Okay, okay. I think if I do, if I undo that, and then I check out git checkout master and git diff v110. So I have already fixed it apparently in this commit, as well as some other things with supporting disabled choice. Okay, good. So let's see, what's the difference? Did I push it already? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Support disabled choices. Okay, so if I go to the browser, not this one, but for this one. Oh, that's a Travis link. Where do I go to the repository? Public repository. GitLab. Here, GitHub. All my terms are now, I'm using GitLab because I'm using it at work. So I'm going to call pull request, merge request, etc. After using months to turn it the other way. Let's see. So what's up now? These are my pull requests. Support default choices. I'm not sure I want to do this. What's the other pull request? Option to search after autocomplete. It's not really that important. Any issues? Pagination, default option. So I should probably do this. Let's see the default choices. It's this branch. So I have so I can do like this. Upstream is gone. Disable choices. Ah, it's not disable choices I want. It's default choices. Support default choices. Don't I have it locally? Apparently not. Support disable choices is merged, right? That's merged. I'm gonna remove let's see the Visual Studio Code, git branch, git checkout. Default choice I want to have, but git branch, is it git branch delete for? Yeah. So now I have these three branches, just matching text. That's not really. So let's go index, and then I go also in what file? Spec file. Run. Probably need to I probably want to check out I want to rebase it to master. Git rebase master. What? Is my git config not? Wow, what's happened? It's probably some Visual Studio. No, I'm in VSL issue. What else is So now we have git log. I mean. So that's the release, and then I have oh. I need to fix this. Readme. What I want is because this one has default. So I basically want, but I also want these things. So I need to select this one and then add default here. and that's fine. So I can git add one, the readme is done, and then I open index, and I see git diff 2. Let's see. So this is the default one. Find index. Current choices is choices separator. Okay. I think what I want is I want this one, and then want this as well, right? I think that's right. And then to resolve the last conflict, index spec. Here I want. Isn't this the same? Yeah, it's just this stylistic choice here. So I want actually here I want incoming change. Good. So I can at least add the test, but the index I want to run some test first. npm run test, or npm test I guess I could use. Style check. npm run prettier fix. Okay, so I want the space apparently. So index, what's the difference there now? I think this is correct. npm test. This flow server, I hate things that takes time. It takes too much, too much damn time. So coverage. Develop. Run develop to get coverage report among others. Could not find coverage file. Anyway, this seems to be fixed. So I git add tree and then git what? Again some change? is not separator. I should have called this is. So what I want is, I want this, but I want it in the not separator. And instead of calling it is not separator, I should call it is selectable. So it's selectable if it's not separator and if it's not disabled, right? So this can go in favor of these two and select default value, initial value, and or if the choice itself, yeah. So I want this as well. So I don't want any of this up here. I only want this now. Good. I think that's gonna git rebase continue. Nice. I love the. This is a package called. I'm gonna show you. This is a package called. It's not called git flow. It's called. It's not called. It's called git scm. This one. No, that's not true. scm breeze. I always forget what it's called. If you're using git from the command line, it's just you need to have this because it gives you numbers. It gives you some easy commands like gs is git status, and ll is like list, etc. So gs, it gives you numbers. You can then say git add 11, and it will add file number 11. You don't have to type it out. It's so time saving. And you can do like this as well, ranges. So or this git add file number 2, number 3, and number 11, or add all the files from 1 to 11, or a combination of these. It's so time saving. Okay, let's go back to code. Okay, let's see. So is the rebase complete? Yeah, it is. Git diff master. So I add the default value. I'll see how it is in GitHub. So git push force shit. So let's go to the browser and check how it looks. Support default choices. Let's close all these others. This I don't need either. So I force push this now. Let's see if it passes. So I do say that I should test value types, number string objects, but seriously, I don't think I need to because it does strict equals. I don't know if I want to test that again. I can throw up a tester too, doesn't matter. First, so a single column. So default value when when string, when number, oh shit, back to the text editor. I always forget that. I should probably have a default scene switcher later, I guess. Okay. So let's try this. I go to develop. Can I run to that? No. Source promise. No, it's a function that takes whatever and returns miss. Actually, I don't need it anymore. I can just return the values. So let's see if I do foo test. Now 1, 2, and 7, and 9. Let's do that. So if I say default is now 7, let's do it simpler. And then it should be selected is the index, so 0, 1, 2. Let's do 1, and then I said default is 1. I don't know, so I like this better. Like this. So only test this now. So it seems to work. If I say it is 7, it should be 2 compared to 1. What? Why doesn't I get... This doesn't seem right. Where's the source here? Source, Xenon stub returns promise. Why doesn't this work? Haven't I fixed it yet? I need to return, I think, the weight. It doesn't check it actually. No, it doesn't. This is not correct. This is not actually checking it, so I need to prompt run. Okay, so I do prompt get promise for answer. It's just prompt run, but I haven't selected something. It's how do I check? How do I actually check what the promise is? The prompt is. Is it just like this maybe? So it says it's now selected as 0 and I expect it to be 1. Is that just because it's not working or what? So let's do the example here. So let's run the example. I think I have. You see that? It went to banana. Let's see how the example looks. So the example is default. Banana is selected, so it does work. It seems to work. California is selected, even with the separator. Okay, good. So it does work. It's just it doesn't seem to work. So. So the question is, when is it selected? Well, if I just do like this, promise, so enter and promise for answer. So if I do like this and prompt run is run on the promise for answer, but if I just do enter without anything, it should select the default choice, which should be ignore that's what's selected. Ignore. So the answer is promise for answer. Answer. Prompt answer. So I get the answer here. The answer should then be 7, right? Oh, it's number 7. So I do like this, get promise for answer, and I'm gonna get the answer, which should be the default without changing anything. Why is it not? Get promise for answer. Why isn't it coming here? Get promise for answer. It's just taking the global variable prompt and running it. I think I might need to do this actually first. Constant promise, and then I can do wait for the promise after I press enter. So I need to run it first before I can press enter, I think. Why isn't it not working? So that's what I do here. I do the exact same thing. I do get promise for answer. Plain and simple. Hmm. Um. This is pretty weird. Because here I set the global variable prompt. If I don't have a default, does that change anything? Times out anyway. So get promise for answer. It's just a test thing. Where's this promise? This makes sense. What about this without promise? It fails. Why does it fail? I think it doesn't belong here actually. I should do this is suggest only true, suggest only false. Enter midline. Let's try this here. I don't think it's gonna change anything, but default choices. Oh. What if I move something? Does it then change? It doesn't change. Just get promise for answer. Prompt equals new prompt. Source is whatever this is. Pro run. doesn't it ever resolve? Sol.log value. I don't understand this. So here I create a new prompt with some source. And I resolve it. Because a source is just the stub, right? It just gives you that promise. Let's try that then. Let's try a source. Does it then work? But then I need to say, instead of source, I need to actually resolve it with 1, 2, 3. I do the things after the what promise? What is this promise? After resolve this one. So if I do for answer, let's get promise for answer. Promise for answer. Nej. Promise for answer. Answer. They first need to do return promise, then it's a bit weird. I need to do it like this. Exactly. It's weird. Let's try it. Let's change it. 1, 2, 9. But I don't understand why I need this promise here. Huh. Well, I don't resolve any promise, so let's just do this. Does that work? So I want exactly this. I want exactly this. And then I just want to have default 7 here or something. And then I should need to do this. So I set the prompt here and then I get the promise, which is simply just prompt run. I guess I need to do something here. So let's just, I can do that here. Source, and then I can fix it the other way by doing resolve here. I guess if I resolve the promise before I run it, I don't know, I don't think that should change. Okay. Now it's correct. But instead of this, I'm gonna do foo 1 2 3 1 7 3, and then the index should be 0 1 2, right? And it says it's 3. Why does it say it's 3? Move down. I don't want to move down. So the answer should be 7. Exactly. It should be. So here I want to describe default behavior. I'm gonna move this up here, and also this other one here. This does actually not work. It's a good thing I figured that one out. So sets default values for select, and I can say another one. Sets the first default. I guess I checked that on all the other tests as well, but wait a minute. Can I change this to this? Get. I don't think so. I think I need to do the run before I do the promise, because enter wouldn't have exactly. Enter doesn't have any exactly. So I'm gonna do get promise for answer. Bit weird that I do this, to be honest, but it works. So when string, so let's do this, and I do 18 foo, and it should be then should be selected here is foo. So let's test all this describes default behavior. Okay, everybody's okay. Let's just check that it's actually triggering, because sometimes it doesn't. So this should be false now. Good. And the first one here is, can I copy? Yeah. So when no default selected when no defaults. So if I have 9 0 foo, I should get 9. I don't need all this. I can clean it up a bit. So I have no default. Should select the first one I just enter. If I have default a string, should select that. I don't think I need to check anymore, like booleans. It doesn't matter. Well, I know it doesn't matter, but the test doesn't know. I guess I could add. What if two have the same value? Yeah, let's test that. So if I have, so here, sets default value, sets first default value as selection, as first selection, as selection. As selected when string, as selected when duplicates. Because you might have a duplicate, and I should at least define the default behavior. So if I do foo, and then I do move down, I expect it to select 1, not 3. Because it should select the first one. Exactly. So if I did something like oh, this is so dense. This code is so dense. Why is there no, for things like this that are blocks, like semi blocks that are function? I like to do this. This looks prettier, and it makes more sense to me. Anyway, I'm not going to change that right now. So find index. Here, find index. So I think there's something called last index as well. So if I wanted the last one to be selected, I should do this, and then it should be 3 instead of 1. That's weird. 2 test fails. Selected one string. I think I have 2 different ones in one of these. 173. Exactly. Yeah, let's not have duplicates here. So you should only get 1 test fail now, which is the duplicate one. 1 to select equal foo. That's weird that this fails. I think actually it's default when select one string, one number. But the default value isn't, let's go to the browser, isn't mdn find last index of mdn find index, find last index. There's no find last index, but then why doesn't my code fail? Find last index. Let's see in the browser if I can just do. You don't see it now, but I'm gonna dock this developer tools. So if I have 1, 2, 1, find last index. just fails, which is makes sense. But if I go to the code again, why doesn't it fail? This is the wrong place to have. This is weird. Let's go here. No example. Does this only happen on the first search? So if there's banana here, this doesn't seem to make sense. Good catch. It always selects the first, the default. Is that what you want? I don't know. I guess maybe. So if your result set returns something that you set as a default, that default should be selected. It's not just for. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Okay. Let's go back here. I think that's fine. So guess that's first default value as selected duplicates. So it does select this one, not the other one, which is great. So now I think I have everything in place. All test pass. So now let's, you don't see this, but I'm using Sublime Merge to add default option, add more tests. Okay, but I wanna optimize here. So let's go to the browser again. Node arrow functions. When was that introduced? Guess I use arrow functions. Chrome, Node, since okay, it's pretty old. So I'm gonna do choice. Is default choice. Default choice takes a choice and it's guess I can add it. Actually, I don't want it. I want it. I'm just gonna inline it. So the question is, do I need to add something to the README? Default. Source and suggest. Source and suggest only doesn't. That's not true. Suggest only, and search text and this one and this one. So let's go to the browser and update this. Did it pass? The last one passed, I think. But let's check the new one. If this is fine, I'm gonna merge it. I'm gonna do a new release. I can't let it linger anymore. So let's check Travis. So all these are running. Let's see. Oh, they're failing. Oh, prettier probably. Prettier. Fuck. Tests are fine. I'm gonna kill the tests. See what it did. It's selectable. Index choice. I guess. I don't really like this, but oh, I guess it's fine. I'm just gonna amend it. So this is failed again. I'm gonna refresh this. So now it's running and probably should pass prettier. I should probably have a Git for that because I constantly do that mistake. Pass locally at least. Do I have coverall on my? I don't know. Do I have coverall? Coverall. No, I don't think so. Don't I have coveralls? Let me sign in. GitHub sign in. How do I add coveralls? Travis coveralls. Coveralls. Okay. So I need to add coveralls and then okay, so let's just do that then. So I do npm install coverall dependency coveralls. What? Not what I had. Oh, sorry. Coveralls. So now it add coveralls, I think, right? Coveralls, good. And then I want to do remove coverage. Why do I remove the coverage? Or why do anybody? I think I need to coveralls. So here do I do coverage report, coverage. So is that all? Docs. How to add coveralls? JavaScript and Node. Node coveralls, grant coveralls. Coveralls. So back to the code, I think. No, I don't need it here. I don't need coveralls there. What I do need is for test. That's what I need. But these other ones, don't I have? I just have another one that's called coverage. So what do I use here? I do test and then just do that and then report I'm just gonna copy this. Add coveralls task. Let's try that. Let's see if coverage here. Can I add a repo? I do need to add inquire. Okay. Added it. Let's see the repo. See this. So all passed good. So I know at least that one is okay. Adding coveralls tasks. No builds for this repo. Let's see what happens. And I now push it. I did push it. Oh, I think I pushed it before I added it. I think I need to do a dummy push. Let's see. I don't know if that Travis. I don't think Travis does anything. So Travis is fine. Coveralls doesn't do anything. So I just need to do the readme, add a dummy commit. Let's check one more time before. If you're using Travis, make sure it's building correctly. If you're using Travis Pro, if you tell submit coverage data, do I have coverage all? No? Can I force build? I think I need to push. I'm gonna do the dummy push. Dummy. So I did push it now, and I'm gonna get a new inquirer, and I'm gonna get a new here. So this is gonna build. Come on. Pushed it, didn't I? I pushed it. So this is this is the last bit. If I just go to there, I'm gonna see the demo commit any time soon. Come on. Here. So now it's doing support default choices. Where's the build? Where's the commit name? Commit. What? I don't really get it. Why does this one? Travis? After success, of course. But could I just call it? No, I think I just... Yeah. That's what I need to do. I need to go to the Visual Studio Code. Travis... Where's Travis? There's Travis. Okay. So I'm pushing that. You don't see it, but I just committed and pushed this success after success script. So now it's gonna run again. Come on. But after success, on which one? I guess it does on each branch or each node version. I'm a bit curious about that. But let's see this one. So this is the latest. So let's see here if it updates. It's running, nothing happening here because it's not done yet. Let's see all builds here. They're all working. Everybody's done. Did anyone? Okay, here we go. I'm not sure which one of these. After success, Travis node version. Oh, sorry, I'm not in the browser. I'm trying to figure out why. So after success script. Because the question is, if I open all 4 of these ones, which one of these ran coverage? I guess they're going to be the same, but theoretically, I guess it could be bad. Could not work. So now, anyway, this updated coverage report 95.11%. And if I close all these here as well, I have, so in this repo I have so I have statements 85, functions 85, branches 85. If you see here, I have this, and I think I can do the same thing in coveralls directly. Coveralls here, I think I can do set up some I think I can do like threshold for failure. So Travis anyway will report failure because, well, not Travis, but well, Travis will say fail, but it's just this NYC check coverage here that reports failure. So the coveralls, I can do it there as well. See if I increase more than 5%, but then you have done something really wrong. Threshold 85. Nah, I should increase it. 90. If you decrease beyond 90, it's something wrong and you have introduced too much code. Anyway, so autocomplete, pull request. This is done. I'm gonna merge it. And then I'm gonna go to here, git checkout master, git pull. It's now I'm gonna do a new release. I'm not sure. npm version minor, right? So I tagged it. Git tags 1 to 1, 1 to 0. Push tags. No. Git push all. Git push all. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. Well, I went to the browser. So now I should have pushed 1 to 0. It said there on the box. No, it didn't push tags. So I have the commit, but not the tag, which is always confusing to me. Git push tags. So now and then npm publish. What? Why can't I publish it? It's not in the npm registry. Oh, I forgot how this is. npm publish. How do I do that? Create a packet to publish the package. Do I need to log in first? No, I don't think so. Oh, I need to change the package JSON as well. Oh, it is changed. Why can't I publish it? Did it not publish now? npm inquire 1.1. Why can't I publish? It created the tarball. What? Why can't I publish it? It should bug the author to publish it. I can't get. Why doesn't I? It's not build either, it's npm publish minor? Nope. Can't npm publish 404. It says I need to do login. I probably got logged out somehow because I'm in DSL, or maybe never done it in this machine before. Maybe I only did it on the work computer. npm login. Okay, now I'm logged in. Now I can publish it. Because 404 is like, you don't want to reveal that there's a private package with that name. Something like that. So now, 112, 121, come on. It's not published. So if I go npm info inquire no, latest 110. Maybe it takes a little bit time. There it goes, 11120. So here 110. Come on. 500,000 weekly downloads. That's pretty awesome. I never expected that. So now I'm back to, what branch is this? Branch master. The branch master is fine as well, and I publish it. That's great. Anyway, this is what matters. 120. So I'm gonna go to the repository and I'm gonna resolve this other issue that had about default option. So good. Feels so good to close issues. Okay, these are. I don't want to deal with those now. Okay. Why doesn't cover else have the branch for master that I had? Didn't it complete? Here, this is branch master. I guess it's because it's the same. It is the same commit. It doesn't build it. Ah no, this is master. Before it wasn't master. Okay. Commit by web flow. Okay. 110. So the next thing I kind of wanted to do today is to. It's not this one, but I wanted to do this one. I maybe wanted to do. Is it that one I want to do, or I think there's actually a bug here, which is kind of embarrassing. I think this one should be false. Well, I don't know if it should be false. I think it is false. I'm gonna check this out. This takes quite a long time. No. So source this file. What? That's not what I meant. How do I set up alias? ni is npm install. Develop is my personal favorite command for running tests. So all test pass. Let's open folder, compare. So test specs, index. Allow. So check the readme example. Fuck. Is this exactly the readme example? Title. It's exactly the readme example. Good. But here it says it's true, and here it says here it says it's true, but here I checked that it is false. What? So why do I say that it should be true? So what I want to do, first of all, I want to fix this bug, and then I want to upgrade the compare function to support newer version of the JSON schema spec, which is kind of important if I want this to be an up-to-date working tool. Which I do want that. I think JSON schemas are pretty awesome for API validation, automatic API validation without the manual labor of it. So what are the actual difference? Title, obviously, so that's ignored, that's fine. Object, this is same as this, which is fine. So I actually want it to be true, right? That's what I want. And then when I test this, I should probably get ideally I probably want it would have been nice if the compare tool you could also get the diff like JSON schema diff, but that's for another time. So age, last name age is the same. So if I do this, is it that one that's causing the true false? Nope. So required name, age, name. Okay. Is it that one? No. Unique items. Because this doesn't matter. Irrelevant. So required age name. Let's remove this, see if that's the problem. Still true, false. What is... Let's just try to keep removing things until we see... Age name. Okay, it's this one then I guess. What? There we go. So I think it's only this one. Not only that one. So this one, is it the presence? It's the presence of the name at all. So why is that different? And why should it be true? I'm not sure. It's been a while since I worked on this, so it's like fighting with yourself. True. So I need to go to spec here, so I think that Schema spec. Oh, is this? Oh, this is the meta schema. That's not what I want. I want core and validation. No, that's not what I want as well. Validation, vocabulary, meta. No, that's not what I want. This is what I want. So min length must be a non-negative integer. Omitting this keyword has same behavior as value of 0. That's the thing that's messing it up. So if I go to the code again, but it's just the presence. So the if it's not there, so for let's just do this first. So if it's just an empty object, that's the same as true. It's just anything is allowed, and or undefined, which is also the same. So this is the same. If I do undefined, it should be the same. It's not the same. Why? Why the fuck is it not the same? It should be. Compares equal dependencies. Compares type. Compares any properties. Compares equal min properties, undefined and 0. Empty object and undefined. This should be same, which it is because all the tests are passing. So foo type string, this is the same. These are not that well tested, to be honest. Oh. It compares properties is not good enough. It compares so this is compares equal min length and undefined and 0. This is fine, but that's not what I'm saying should be. So I'm just trying to think here. So what I'm trying to say is that if there are values like min length 0 or it's not there at all, those should be ignored in the subschema, which is true, right? Because min length 0 okay. So this is what I want to test now. I want to focus on this. Compare subschema. So for subschema, let's check the specification here. But for subschema, it's properties. This is not what I want. I need the core here. The core, I think these are properties. So Boolean JSON schemas. If this is the same and false is this. So let's go back to the code and we say that I want true here to be the same as in the find good, and I also want empty object and true, which is this is also the same good, but then the trickier part. I need to remove basically all. So if I do so compare subschema. No, I don't need that even. I only need to do I think I need to fix these. Let's see. Compare schema empty object and true empty object. I don't need to do subschema. So if I do compares Could this work? True, and then and also compare find. I guess, and then true and an empty object is also the same. Good. Compares with matching sub validators equal to the undefined. So my point is, what I'm trying to say is, if I have a schema that is true, and then I have one that says min length 0, right? Which is the same as saying min length undefined, which is the same as saying empty object, which is the same as saying true, which is the same as saying undefined. So that's what I'm trying to test here. So if I say that, but it does work, but doesn't it work? So why does this fail? Name, is it because it is here at all? I think that's the problem. So I need to replicate this thing. So if I have, I actually need to do this. So I do this. So this is actually also working, but what about this? That's when it gets wrong, because the name here, so this is true. So I have apparently implemented this equals to this. I don't know if I have that test though. Properties colon. So what, this is true, but this is not true. That's the thing. So I want this to be true, and I also want this as well to be true. So I have two fails now. Let's just skip this for now. I'm going to resolve this one. Example with in the example above, I'm going to specify this thing. In the example above, the name with min length, because people might not realize this, but this is how it works. The name with min length 0 same as no min length same as no min length validator same as undefined, and you should say undefined min length same as no min length validated same as name equal same as name true same as no name given, right? No name given same as properties with an empty object same as find same as no properties at all. That's basically what I want to say. That's why they are equal, right? Okay, so I have one failure. That failure is this one. So why is that not working? So I have properties schema group. So if a schema group compare AB, I don't know why key is not important. Probably compare. If I have a comparer, which is the schema group for properties, where's the comparer used? So here, I do check the A and the B inner compare. So I find all the properties of both of them, and I check that all sub properties are so if A here, because this was true, right? Yeah, this works, but not name undefined or name true. Name true works, but not undefined. So true is fine. Is empty object fine? Empty object fine. So it's only when it's undefined, or it's removed, or properties removed completely, that it's not working. So empty object or undefined, right? If both are empty or undefined, then they are the same, empty and undefined. But this one does. This is the simple check that if the whole thing is okay. I'm gonna run this. Run. No. How do I run package JSON? I can just debug. debug this one. Mocha is not installed. Install Mocha. Is it not installed? I installed here. I don't get it. Okay, so it is installed. So why doesn't this work? Is that because I'm running it here? That's great. Anyway, so that's all then the name. So it passes all of these ones. So I'm saying if they are array, why am I comparing arrays? Key val equal. So it's just keep going here. So A and B. I don't think properties can be an array, so I don't understand why I have a schema group here. A val, B val. So I'm checking all the schemas if they are equals. Every key val equal. What's that? And then compare. Huh. So just gonna test this out here. B key name. What is this compare function? It's inner compare. So why does okay, makes sense. They're the same. So A and B because this is the same as a undefined here. This is the same, but I need to do something more complex than this key val. I say if b and, how many places have I used this key val? It's only one place. If I b and b, because I'm using this Sheba group several places. Items. I'm probably going to break something on those if I change this one too much. So if I do this and only compare to it still fails. So I do wonder why I can't just. So this is schema group. So options. I think I need to start it soon. Maybe they didn't accept my change here. So I can't compare undefined and I need maybe to create some. I don't have test for that. Undefined schema and empty schema. What's the empty schema? That's just checking if it's undefined or if it's equal to or if it's true. So what I'm saying here is so if both are empty, but that's exactly so. So I could probably go down here if the first one is undefined and the second one is false. Because undefined is true. So this, but I don't understand why. So if A is undefined and B is not undefined, guess it's here it goes. Yep. This is where it trips up. Because it doesn't go further, I think. If A is undefined and B is not, I mean this is then I can. But why do I need to? I'm just basically saying directly that if it's undefined and it's not undefined, they can't be the same. But that's what it's with min length, because min length is they hit here. I mean, if it's true, I'm pretty sure, right? So empty schema. So I have undefined, obviously true, and empty schema min length. No, that's not empty. So this probably check is not. So if I just skip this check, so need something like a keys equals to a is plain object a, then object keys, right? A. If not, I want nothing. B keys B, and then we go A keys A keys, B keys. Exactly so. So I need a way to say, is this schema the same as an undefined schema? Which is basically saying it can be all of these things. So it goes down to 155. What? 156. So I should probably say here that if A if under A I probably need to, if A is undefined, if it's undefined, then the whole thing is undefined, right? I think it's fine. I could say it's true. I could say it's the B, then B undefined, or B key. So it seems to, it's passing. It's fucking passing. But now spec. Only check. Let's do this as well. It's probably not done yet. Everybody's passing now, actually. Which is great. But I want this one as well to. So I don't know if this is really smart. Is it always this? I don't know, I can probably leave it here. To do. I think this was good. I should probably do here to do def, same as undefined, maybe. Empty object undefined. A and B. So if I do this, I think it should be actually fine. No? Still bad? Okay, so that works if it's nothing. So what it says is that it is A is nothing, can possibly the same as B, nothing. So that works. All of these gonna fail now. One failing, cannot read name of undefined. Checks the readme example. This is probably where I should do this other check. This one. Probably. Probably need something to compare. I cannot have these two checks here. then I failed something else, right? Oh, it should be true. Awesome. Actually, curious. Because what did this check before? That's the thing. So if it's not there, I mean, if the object is not there at all, then it's the same as if the sub-object is not there as well. So we fake compare, right? I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. So what I'm gonna write is here. I'm gonna write or get prop or fake, right? So I have a key, and then I say that if a is something, if a is undef, is it only if it's undefined? Because if it's true, we'll see. If a is undef, then undefined. Undefined. If it's not, then a key. So I can do this. I cannot quickly check. That's the thing. If I had a function that said, and any of these schemas, are they same as undefined? Which is, I think it's costly. Well, it's probably as costly as doing the whole traversion, but I don't know. It seems, I don't know. I don't think this is the correct. I think this is better. So I do need to do this. If I have any, that doesn't. That's not the same as they are not equal. And that's just for if it's there or not. It could be true or false. If it's true and if it's not there and true. So if I do this and then remove properties altogether, or just say true, can it be? I don't think. Properties must be an object. Okay, so I don't even need to check that it is true. But if it's missing, that's the same as saying these two. So what I'm basically going to do is do phantom iteration of the first schema, basically to undefined. It works, and same as true, and same as undefined. Good. But if it's 1, of course it's gonna fail, right? Yeah. Any scenario in which I can't do phantom. I don't know. So additional properties, for instance. I can no longer do this cheap comparison. It's sorted, okay. Is there anything else I want to check about this? Okay, I'm been a bit quiet, I realize. I just listened to music. Okay, that's good. That's a good example. So, is there other things I could test or should test? So dependencies, array unsorted. I think dependencies can be different, right? Oh shit, you have been watching my browser all the time. Oh, I have a different. So, dependencies. From validation to core. Is this the core? Oh shit, is this a... validation? Is this the core? What's the core? This one is the core. And then from the validation spec as dependent schemas. Oh, is this changed now? Oh, well, I need to do a different iteration. Keywords value must be an object. Each value in the must be a validation schema, which is anything. If the object key is a property in the instance, the entire instance must validate against the subschema. So don't have dependencies anymore. Interesting. True. So the way it works now is that if you have a property name for instance, and you have a dependent schema that so if name is present, then if is a property, if the name is present in any form, then the entire schema, parent schema, must validate against this schema. It's interesting. Okay, so there's a lot of 2019. Okay. So it changes from V6. Is this? I'm not sure which. Merge all of. Which one am I? V7? No, it's not this one. It's this one. V7. V6. Here. So when I worked on all these things, it was version 6 that was the draft. So 6 to 7. Let's see. Added if then else. That's a big thing I need to support. So read only, write only. Seems I already had some viewers. At least 2 likes. I didn't like this. 2 people like this. Probably some friends of mine. Need a break. All right. So the question is, should I remove this? Should I just do a part of whole rewrite that compares them based on the code? Based on, so this is not here anymore. Okay, so I'm actually checking. Let's check another thing. So here, min length. Let's do the browser again. So min length, max length. Let's say max length. Omitting this keyword has the same behavior as well in 0. Max length must be a non-negative integer. Min items. So exactly, that's it's working as advertised. I cannot do code again. I cannot do these things. Why can't I do these things? Because so which one uses this one? Properties, pattern dependencies is going out, and pattern properties. Let's see if that is. We moved from validation to core. Why is it moved from validation to core? Always apply subschema to the instance and combine the results without asserting any conditions on their own. True. True. Without assertion keywords. Assertion failures by using the false or by inverting the result of the true. For this reason, they're better defined as a generic mechanism in which validation, pipe schema, and extension vocabulary. Okay, fine. But it seems not to be moved. Pattern properties must be an object. Must be an object. Is that what I have implemented? Okay, have I tested it? Yeah. For each instance name that matches any regular expression. Yeah, I don't know if I have tested that properly. Okay, let's try. So I have a new test that says compares the code again. If I have a pattern property that is each instance name that matches any regular expressions, that appears as a property name in this keyword. Okay. The child instance for that name so the schema I have that is on, so you have a regular expression on the left and you have the schema on the right, validates against each schema that corresponds to the merchant. The annotation result of this keyword So I mean I could, if I go back to the code, I could have something like pattern properties and I say that every, so I have so min length 9 not, and then I have so I say that any properties that matches this pattern here, which is going to be every property, must have a min length of 9. So if I have min length of 9, they should be the same, but I'm pretty sure my code doesn't do that. I mean, how? I don't think they should be considered the same either, because why? Because no, not really, because I think you could compare it, because I need to figure out if this, for any regular expression of these keys, matches the correct one here, I need to apply the same rules to those patterns, and if they are the same, the thing is though, if is it the name? Let's go back to the specification. I love this specification because they're usually so clear. Each property name should be a valid regular expression. Okay. Each property value must be a valid gist. Validation succeeds if for each instance name, that's on the instance. So that's the thing. If you have two objects, The thing is, probably not the same, right? For most of the time. What happens though, if I have, let's say I have two objects. Let's do the code again. So I have one object that says name, and it's some string, and then I have namer. So this one is going to apply this to everything. But this one says nothing about namer. But if this said additional properties false, this also says false, and it says properties. If it did this and it had like this, then I know that so name is a valid thing, or it just even has to be there. No, it has to be there because this says I can't have any more than this one. So I know that if this is false, I can check, because I know that any key has to be present here, and then I can check cross. But I don't think I need to. I mean, if people write schemas that weird, I'm gonna compare them, then it's not really. Okay, so let's undo this. So this should be false, just because, yeah, could be the same, but this validates more things than this does. Yeah, good, false, good. But if I do this, and I do something like if you have two regular expressions that is the same, how is that? This should be true. That's what I mean. If they are equal, they should be true. Exactly. So it's false. No, it should be true. Perfect. But if it's 10 here, false. Good. More test is always good. Good. That's not the reason. The reason is because false is same as undefined, right? I'm gonna check the specification. Always check the specification. So the specification says unique items must be Boolean. Well, but omitting is the same as false. Exactly so. But if it was true, it needs to be true. If it needs to be there, if it's true, it needs to be, or it can be false or remove it completely, which is better. So it's same as not present. I have already commented that in the other one. Okay, I explained it there. So what is this? What is this change? Let me add just checking my OBS profile for a minute. Sublime merge, which is the exact same as this one, but I do sublime merge. Okay, that seems okay. So now I'm sublime merged. So what I want to do is just say that actually make readme example be correct. It's funny because I did this before. Update readme with correct example, which is, I guess this would be true as well, but example. I don't need this anymore, I think. Do I have enough tests for this? So this is the readme example. I'm gonna stage that at least, and all the tests. The question is, since I'm using this schema group here as the same as I'm using that for properties, pattern properties, and dependencies. Dependencies I'm going to remove next thing I do because it has been changed. The pattern properties. But does that mean pattern properties? Oh, sorry. I'm in the... Why? Why am I not in the... What? Capture, window capture, sublime merge. something like that. But back to the code. So the question is, what does this? So compares equal pattern properties. Compares pattern properties. This would probably this more or less the same, except that this matches single letter and this matches. But you know. But if this is, so these two are the same, but if I do this, this should exactly. This is the same because, this shouldn't be. This shouldn't be. Because this says anything is basically banned, which is conflicting, but yeah, it's not the same as this. But for subschema, so subschema here should be, let's remove these other ones. So if I have the same here, what? This is not the same. This is bad. This is bad. This is fine, but this is not fine. So this should disallow any name, and this should allow any name with any meaning because it's irrelevant. Is this the one? No. If it's empty object, to compare this and this, this is gonna come back here. So both are booleans. We check this one, but both aren't booleans. So if this is undefined and this is false, but if it isn't either undefined, So I need to check if one is if it doesn't accept, okay, if it doesn't accept, then fine. This is schema group which accepts, it's just a grouping of schemas, right? So it's false and it's min length. Yeah. Yeah. Right, so what I want is if one is false and the other, because if it's undefined, if it's undefined, if one is false and the other is anything but false, isn't it true that for any schema, if any schema is false, then and if B is false, and if A is not false and B is false, then it's false, because nothing except false is equal, right? So I think I can just skip straight to this one. They can't be the same if one is not false and the other is false. If A is not false, so A is false, or B if not false, which it isn't, and A is false, then it's false. So why doesn't that catch it? They are not equal. True. So that's fixed, right? Which one are the one that fails now? Only one fails. Pattern properties. They're not the same. Good. So this is not equals, but these are equals. And this. And what about this one? They are equals. Is this not equals? Ah, okay, true. I don't want to compare these two. I want to compare these two. So 0 and good. So all of these are the same as true or not there at all, Alright, good. This is checking this. So doing the same here, so why do I need to do it again here? Is this to support dependencies? Because if this support dependencies, I don't need it. And I can ignore these two. Well, either the values are not the JSON schema. Okay. Okay. Is that this compares dependencies, checks the readme? I just gotta get rid of the dependencies, but for now, this is correct. So this one, why is it not? Didn't I undo? What? Higato. Now everything passes. Okay, good. If it's undefined and the other one is not undefined, turn false. What I'm gonna check here? No. This support dependencies, so if it's empty object or undefined, that doesn't want to check. I want to check empty schema. If it's empty, it's the same as true, it's same as undefined, same as empty object. So that doesn't change anything. Good. This is the correct place, prop or fake, because when something isn't there, same as undefined, right? I think if I'm empty object undefined. I think this is correct. What's the latest version of JSON schema? Draft 7. So I wanna go back to the is that a draft? The latest? Specification. The current version. So is it not a draft anymore? It says draft down here. So it says draft. Draft right, Jason. To be honest, people like these, people that devote their time and energy to do something like something that they probably don't use that much, but a whole community benefits, it's pretty good. Expire on March 19, 2020. It's a bit hard to know what actually is the current. So let's see what the other people do. That's always good idea to do what everybody else is doing. Version 7. Support for draft 04 is removed. I don't think I want to support the other anymore, to be honest. consistently implement this feature requires substantial rewrite. Okay, so okay. Yeah, so my phone was here. Draft 2019-09. Okay, good. Think I'm gonna end it there. I have done, so today I did release default option for my inquirer library, which is the by far the most popular one. I think it has like weekly downloads of 500,000 downloads, which is pretty insane for what I set out to do. So that's awesome. And then these other libraries, which isn't that popular, but they're used in some cases, and I use them at work, which is like compare JSON schemas and other and merge, which depend on compare. So that's, I don't really care about that much about the compare JSON schemas, but I care about the merging, and then I need to compare them properly to merge them properly. So, but I think it's going to be pretty hard to do the merging with the if-else logic that they have. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so thanks for following if you did.